Daily bias for Forex is one of the most important but misunderstood concepts in all of trading. And in this video, I'm going to simplify it for you. And I've spent thousands of hours studying ICT, and I'm going to give you the absolute easiest way of determining it. And yeah, let's get straight into the video. To determine daily bias, you only need two time frames, the daily and the 4-hour chart. And this is where so many people go wrong, is that they just overcomplicate it. You don't need the weekly chart. And this is something that I've learned from experience. ICT will say you need the weekly chart, but you don't. You need to ask yourself the question, where is price most likely to go for the day that you're trading? Is it more likely to go up or down? That's it. That's all you need to ask yourself. And when you're on the daily chart, is you want to prioritize the most recent price action, right? You're not a swing trader. You're not trading this bit. You're not trading this fair value gap. You want to look at the current candlestick, the current day, and predict where is price more likely to go based on the recent price action, the most recent price action that we had. Are we more likely to take out this low or maybe go into this fair value gap? And if you just look at the most recent daily candles that we've been going down, 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 because we're bearish, and you've got to ask yourself, right, the only thing that moves price is liquidity. That's the only thing that moves price. It's not fair value gaps, it's not order blocks, it's liquidity. And liquidity is simply highs and lows, right? And if you read the price action here, we've had a key high here. See this daily high, lots of liquidity was here. And we took it out. And how do we know we've had a liquidity sweep? Because this right here is a liquidity sweep. The reason we know it's a liquidity sweep is because we've wicked up. You see how we've wicked up, we've taken out those highs, and then we've instantly gone down. We've instantly shot back down. Look at that. See how we've taken out these highs? We've taken out these highs, and instantly we've gone down. That is how you know that's a liquidity sweep. That's showing you that smart money for the most recent price action is bearish, right? They're bearish on euro dollar. They've taken out liquidity here. Anyone who was short, who was correct, they've taken out their orders here. They've took their place, and now they're riding price down. And where is smart money going to ride price to? Right? Where's the next most obvious liquidity pool? We've taken out the high here, so we've got to take out the next low. Where is the next low? Here. This right here is our higher time frame drawn liquidity. And I'm going to get onto the 4-hour chart because this is the only other time frame that you need. And it makes it a bit more clearer. So run the 4-hour chart here. And see that this is the high that we're talking about right here. Let's make it a bit more obvious. What this means is that you, the daily buyers, are bearish and you're targeting this low. And it means you're going to take any sort of retracement down, let's say. When we move down, you're going to sell as price comes up. You're going to sell as price comes up. You're going to sell as price comes up. And you're going to stop as soon as this low is taken. As soon as this low is taken, this key daily low, this key higher time frame liquidity, once that's taken, you stop. You do not trade and you wait for like a day or two. Because once this liquidity is taken, there's two things that will happen. Number one is you just consolidate for ages. Number two is that price will reverse. This is what you usually see. Price will just reverse like that, and you don't want to be in that. But this doesn't really matter because for you, for daily bias, all you need to know is that we're bearish until we take out this low. Right? Until you take out this low, you are bearish, and that's as simple as daily bias gets. As simple as daily bias gets. You use the daily time frame, and you want to read the most recent price action. You're not trading the daily chart. You want to read the most recent price action. So let me get the daily chart back up to make it a bit more clearer. So when you're on a daily chart, like you're only focused on the last few candles and just reading the most recent price action. And like we said, we've had a liquidity sweep here, evidenced by the wicks. If the bodies here had closed above it, if it had closed above it, that wouldn't have been a liquidity sweep. That would have been a break of market structure. So that's how you know you've had a liquidity sweep. It's with the wicks, right? The wicks do the damage, and the bodies tell you the story. And yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty clear to all of us that we're going to go straight for this low. And that's your daily bias. You now have your bias, and you're now bearish. Okay, and once you've got your daily bias, literally all you're doing is you're just shorting price. You're just going to short price until it takes out that low, and then you're going to stop. And you're only going to look for shorts. You're not going to long. You're only going to look for shorts because that's your daily bias. And yeah, let's get onto the 5-minute chart. Okay, so we're on the lower time frames, and we've had this big gap here. But let's just ignore that. So when you're on the lower time frame, you're going to look for any reason to go short. Any reason to go short. And I'm looking at London. I don't really like anything, right? London's 2 till 5 a.m. I don't really like any of this price action. Now, why do I not like it? Is because you see how we've left these like equal highs, relative equal highs. There's a lot of liquidity there. So if I'm a New York trader, I would not be shorting at like let's say this order block here. Like I would not be shorting on this order block here because of all these triple highs here. But as soon as this liquidity is taken, and you get a retracement back up, that would be my entry here. This retracement up, you can, because this wick, right, and this is the, I used to trade New York like quite a lot for Forex, because this 8:30 candle is a news event. You can kind of just ignore the wick, if that makes sense. You kind of just ignore this wick, because this wick is just a liquidity run, right? If it was a body, then of course you'd look at it, but because it's a wick, it's just come to take out this liquidity and then go down, and then it's giving smart money another chance to get in. So you've got this fair value gap here, and then this order block here, which could be your entry. And notice how we left these lows in place. See these lows here, relative equal lows, nice liquidity there, and these lows too. But the key thing is, because we determined that we were bearish on our daily buys, is that we're not even looking for longs. We're not even looking for longs. We're not looking for a fair value gap. We're not looking to enter at this fair value gap on London. Like, I know it worked on this instance, but most of the time it will not work. We're not doing anything. We're not buying this fair value gap. We're only looking for shorts. That's the highest probability. Because let's say you're a New York trader, right, and you've seen this liquidity run, you've seen this bearish move, you've seen these equal lows, like our daily buys is bearish. You want to enter any sort of retracement here, and let's say you entered at this order block. So you entered this order block like that. Your stop would obviously be at the high of the order block, like that. And then let's say you're targeting the low. 2.89, nice and easy, nearly 3-to-1 risk reward. And if you really wanted to, you could have aimed for this low here and got a 3.5. So that's how you use high probability daily bias. Like, it's really that simple. All the work's done on the higher time frames, and then when you get on the lower time frame, you're just looking under the lens of I'm only shorting. I'm only looking for shorts. I'm only looking for shorts. And the key thing with daily buys is that when you get in the lower time frames, that you only look for shorts. Don't do anything fancy. Don't try and buy this fair value gap. Don't try and buy this fair value gap here. Only look for shorts, and you're operating under the lens of that we're bearish. We're bearish. Smart money, they don't go below the 4-hour chart. They do not go below the 4-hour chart. And yeah, you want to trade like smart money, and smart money wants to sell the euro, so you want to sell euro with them, right? You want to ride them down. You want to ride price down. Like, I mean, look at this bearish move here. If you held on, you could have got a huge move, but you don't want to be going long in this. It's low probability, and not every day you'll get a trading sell. Not every day there'll be a bearish trading sell, and you just gotta have the patience and discipline to stick through it. And yeah, before I end this video, let's just get on the higher time frame. Let's get on the 4-hour chart. I'll just show you that price goes straight for these lows. Straight for these lows, just like that. Nice and easy. That's all that price does. It goes for highs and lows. Highs and lows. Like, we're going to go for this low next. I mean, we're literally in live price action now. We're about to be. Let's just get out of FX replay. Yeah, so we're in live price action now. And this is our next draw on liquidity. Because you see how we've just completely disrespected it, and it's the most obvious low. And again, we've had, this take of liquidity that we said. We're going down. Nice and easy, draw on liquidity. So we're still bearish. So any bearish move selling euro would be great. And if you want more information on this, like I literally did a video yesterday giving you the bias for all Forex and gold and indices. So feel free to check that out. But yeah, that's high probability trading. And again, like I said, this is live price action. Any sort of short. What you'll see is you'll see a slight retracement into its fair value gap and then down. And then obviously this is the 4-hour chart. But if you're a day trader, you're going to get retracements up, and then you're selling every retracement up. And you're going to do that until this low is taken out here. And when this low is taken out here, you're going to sit on your hands and wait. Because price could either reverse up, or maybe it'll go for this low next. Who knows? But yeah, that's how you determine daily bias. I hope that was simple. I hope it was nice and easy. And if it was, please like, leave a comment, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time.